I'm going to show you how to make that window tag block that the book asks for. One thing the book is asking you to do, it says open the block editor to create a block named window tag. If you come to the Insert tab, that pulls up the block panel on the ribbon. And you can actually come in here and actually just give it a name. So you don't have to draw it, create a block, then go to the block editor. You can create a block in the block editor. So it says to name it window tag. I'll say OK. And when I come in here, there's nothing. I don't see anything in here just because it's a blank drawing. So what I'm going to do is start drawing. It says to do a circle with a 3/16 inch diameter. C for circle. Wherever for your start point, and you're going to have to type D enter 3/16. Don't forget to type D enter. You don't want to make a radius of 3/16. But there's my circle. It was teeny tiny. I had to zoom in to actually see it. I'm going to regenerate my screen to make it look round again. It started looking like a little stop sign there. Then it says define an attribute with the settings shown in figure 4 below. So I'm going to come over here and define an attribute on the Insert tab. It says to just put A. My prompt was window label, uncheck lock position. For a default, I'll just put A. And then the text height, it says to make it 1/8 inch. Justification is middle center, so I can put it right in the middle of that circle. And then say OK. Snap to the center of that circle, and it puts it perfectly where I need it. One thing the book does not mention, and this is hugely important, is you have to put in a base point. You can find the base point over here on your block authoring palette. On parameters, it's the last one, base point, and you can put that base point wherever you'd like it. I'm going to put mine right in the center of that circle. So please, please, please do remember to put a base point. You will notice if you don't in the drawing. I'm going to close the block editor, save the changes, and when I get ready to insert this thing, you'll see what happens. Oh, I forgot one very important step. I should pretend like I forgot it on purpose. Go back to this window tag, double click my wheelie ball just to zoom extents. One thing that you have to do, and it says in here, make sure nothing is selected and open the properties palette and set the annotative property to yes. So with nothing selected, open up that properties palette and then scroll down. Annotative, yes. That makes the block annotative. The text does not need to be annotative. The attribute does not need to be annotative, but the whole block itself is. So that's very important. Save that. And now I'll come back over here and insert. Hopefully it will catch me, and it didn't. If you insert this tag, right now, notice my annotation scale is 1:1. It will come in teeny tiny. I'll have to zoom way in to see it. That's because I made it annotative, but my annotation scale down here is 1:1. If that happens to you, just remember to set yourself to that 1/4 inch equals a foot. Insert that same window tag, and it comes in the right size. If you insert it and you can see it, but the block maybe comes in up here where you're clicking this as your insertion point, then you forgot to do the base point in that block. So a couple of things to troubleshoot. If you're inserting it and you're just not seeing it at all, it's possible that you didn't set a base point. Make sure you have a base point in your block. Make sure that your block is set to annotative. Otherwise, 3/16 inch is really tiny next to that big wall. If you're inserting it, you know it's annotative. Look down here and make sure you've got a 1/4 inch equals a foot. If you're inserting it and you don't see it and you feel like you've checked everything else, it's possible that you're on a layer that happens to be turned off or frozen. So make sure that your layers are set current and that they're visible right now. So that's it. That's how you create the window tag.